Hello, Hillary Raven Porter here, Astral Shaman and Tamiana Starseed Oracle. Are you ready for part two? Part two of what, you may ask, if you have not seen the first video. This is part two of me sharing with you more about the new vibrational elixir line called Liquid Stardust. Again, still so very excited. I'm gonna try and make it through this one. My voice has decided to, do the little scritchy, but that's okay. If you watched the last video, you know the guides are pretty hilarious right now. Bringing that much needed cosmic laughter. So, this video we're talking about how do you use the Liquid Stardust line. So let's review what the Liquid Stardust line is. It is a collection of vibrational elixir with or without herbals and different ways that you can apply them to your body or utilize them within your space. So usually the vibrational elixirs come as drops. This is actually the Liquid Stardust line, but this is also what the vibrational elixirs look like as drops. Right? The Liquid Stardust line is 3 different blends that I create. I keep calling them flavors because they are. They're flavors of life. 3 different blends that you can utilize. We've got Divine Convergence to connect into the divine. We've got Frequency Maintenance for those energetic boundaries. And then we've Heart Field Frequency to expand and open the heart field, love, compassion, feeling held at home. I just had the thought, what if I combined all 3 together? Feeling held at home while feeling safe because you have your frequency maintenance, and then feeling that you can surrender up into the divine. I may have to try this out myself. So there's frequency drops. But there's the roller. Frequency drops are 10 mil, the roller's 10 mil, and then we've got the aura mist, which is 15 mils. Each one of the blends comes as Crystalline, which is vibrational elixirs, and then also Herbal, which is the vibrational elixirs plus tincture. Now, in all the products, I chose the highest quality ingredients that I could. So organic tinctures. Tinctures are extractions of the herbal being, right? So in this case, we've got lavender, rosemary, or rose, depending on which blend you're going with. And so it's organic. And the coconut oil in the roller is organic as well. Exactly. Right? Okay, now, what are we going to be talking about here? Oh, also, the labels. The labels. I upgraded the labels. So the last labels that we had, I didn't quite feel comfortable with. I'd gotten them and I was like, yeah, these will be great. And I didn't resonate with them because they were like that plasticky, like I just didn't like them. So in this upgrade, the labels are now made with hemp and recycled paper, right? So it's 25% hemp paper, which is super renewable, and then the rest is the recycled paper. So upshifting on the labels there. And to prevent waste, I do them myself. As I'm changing things, I'm not having to waste product. Because if you've been following me for a while, you know I'm a creator. I do. I love to create. So how do we use these things? I keep looking over here because this is where my stuff is, and I'm trying to decide, who do we start with? Let's start with Divine Convergence. Well, let's start with the roller. Okay, so a quick rundown. What do we have? We have Divine Convergence. The herb in there. Is lavender. The crystals in there are celestite, kunzite, and clear quartz. Again, vibrational elixirs. And then we've got the Heart Field Frequency, which is rose quartz, unakite, and record keeper ruby elixirs. And if you go the herbal route, it's rose. Obviously, if you're allergic to any of the herbals, don't go for the herbal version. And then frequency maintenance, we've got black tourmaline, amethyst, palo santo, and rosemary organic tincture if you choose to go the herbal. To go more into what each of those is doing, please check out the previous video where I talk about those things a little bit more. But how do we use these? Okay, now let's look at the roller. first, we've got the roller. How does it work? See? A metal roller. You literally. There you go. I would also put some on my third eye, but I don't want to become so amplified that I can't finish this video. So I'm not gonna. But you could do the third eye. You could do the temples. Avoid getting too close to the eye because you don't want the oil going in the eye. Like, it's gonna sting, and plus if there's herb in there, no. No mucous membranes, so no up the nose, no in the mouth, you know, no other bits and pieces. But basically anywhere else on your body that aren't mucous membranes, you can place this, you can roll this. I had a beautiful client the other day get the frequency maintenance and was just like, yep, this is going on my heart chakra. I was like, yes, do it up, right? So after I go through how to use each of the version, I'm going to talk about the blends and where are some specific points that you can put the specific blends, right? That are going to amplify it a little bit more. So roller, roll it on. Magic. And what I love, so I can smell, this one has lavender. This was the Herbal Divine Convergence. I can smell it, but it's not so crazy. And it is going to slowly, like in the last video I said, it mingles, you know? It's kind of between a hydrosol and essential oil, as somebody once said who tested my product. So it's not so punchy as essential oil, and it's not so weak as like a tea, or like florally as a, like it's still florally, but it's not so dissipated like a, oh my goodness, floral water. Right? So it's there, but it mingles. It integrates a little bit easier, a little bit smoother, I find. And the reason why there's a crystalline of each blend and a herbal is because not everybody wants the herbal. Not everybody can use the herbal. Not everybody wants the smell. Maybe you're in a situation where you're like, I really, really love the lavender scent, but I'm at work and I can't have any smells at all, but I still need, or the frequency maintenance. Like, I'm working with people and I really need to be able to roll on that boundary, but I can't have any smells at all, not even the slight smell that's coming from that, right? Frequency maintenance is rosemary, just once again. Okay. What's this guy? This is the Aura Mist. You can see this is this is mine, as you can tell, but so you don't have to worry. Actually, no, every label I cross off and handwrite, no. Right? What do you think with this? Aura Mist. Ready? That's all I'm going to do for that. This guy's rose. This is the heart field frequency one. I've already sprayed this one a lot today. But just like around your aura, or maybe you need it in the room. Whatever the blend is that you're using, right? Super simple. This guy. So this actually is not, this is mine. So it's not as pretty as this. That's the front. That's the back. A little bit of love there for you. This is mine. So what can you do with the drops, though? You can, right? Take them internally. You can put them in water. So you can take it and put a couple drops in your water, right? A couple drops in your water. Great. You can put drops on acupoints, on energy points, any energy points on your body. Again, please stay away from the eyes, the nose, but you can take them internally. You can use the drops in your bath. You can use them in the diffuser. You only need like one drop. Diffuse it into the air. Right? You can use it in so many ways. Not just, I put it in my water, I put it under my tongue. Maybe you have a crystal. I've actually put you have to watch, this is my caveat, not all crystals can handle water or having things put upon them. So that's up to you to know your crystal. But I've put some on my clear quartz to amplify it during a session. It's pretty awesome. Okay? So many ways. So many ways. Now, what are some of the points that we can do? Okay, so let's talk about divine convergence. That did not just happen. So, I'm gonna start crying. So, the Star Temple door is very sticky. And it takes a lot of like oomph to sometimes get it open. when I came in to do this video, I latched the door. I made sure I double checked. I pulled on it because I was like, I don't want to be disturbed while I'm doing this video. Just when I said, divine convergence, and let's talk about connecting to the divine, the door just opened. So, apparently we're welcoming in some stuff. Oh my goodness. That actually happened to one time I was working with a client and I talked about, okay, we're opening the doorway. We're just going to look through the door. We're not actually going to step through right now. It's just to get our bearings. And the door like didn't just open a crack. It opened up like halfway. It was, and you could feel the other side in the room. It was, yeah. Anyways, okay. I need to, I love this stuff, but every single time, or not but, and every single time I just feel everything go, right? That expansion of like, ooh. Okay, let's talk about some points. Divine Convergence, thank you. Divine for being here, for coming in to have this conversation with us. Divine Convergence. So we're gonna talk about some energy points upon the body, specifically based around TCM energy points, but I mean, you might have something else that you're intuitively, excuse me, you're like, yeah, oh, I just came up with another one. That just came up, but another one just came through. So we're gonna write it down so I don't forget. Okay. So divine convergence. What are some amazing places to actually open up our connection? So these are places that you can do acupressure on yourself as well. And you can also use, I mean, you can use the aura mist and spray it on you. I've tried it. It's good. It's not so, let's just say it doesn't always go where you think it's going to end up going. So probably best if you want to do topical application to utilize the roller or the drops. Divine convergence. You know that one? That's yin tong. What else is that? That's our third eye. Put a drop there. Oof. Often, we will put drops on during frequency baths by Derek, Pennant, the Cosmic Messenger, and I hold frequency baths and light language activations. And elixirs come in. But that's a point. That's a very common point to put it on whatever crystal we choose or whatever one's being called in. Put a drop there and lay down. You can even, if you're like, okay, well, I'm not going to lay down and have the drop there, put the drop on your finger, right? Because we don't want it to go in the eyes, right? Top of the head. So if you get to the very top of the head, kind of where if you were wearing a baseball hat, where the button sits, and then go back about an inch. Just activating myself all over the place. Go back about an inch. I have a lovely little indent right there. Again, you do the same. You can put a drop there, or you can put on your finger and rub that in right there. Yeah. Now, morphic resonance. So this opens up massively the divine connection space. You can do this through meditation. You can do it with the elixirs, the liquid stardust. You can do it with the roller. You can do it with the drops. You have yin tong. Then we have do 16. So if you feel up the back of your neck until you get to the lovely little hollow at the base of the skull, and there's like a little indent at the base of the skull and the top of the neck, right there. Put some right there, your third eye, and then do 20. Okay. I'm looking over there. It's not even over there. So there you go. Oh, kidney spirit points. So, collarbone. And you have the bone right in the middle. But if you go to either side, so if you start in the middle and kind of go to the other side, you'll feel the little hollow. When you fall into that hollow, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then there'll be one more down, further down. So that's the 4. Apparently I'm leaving shadow works. All the way down, 4 on each side. So those are the kidney spirit points. I tend to like to work from the bottom one up, but you can go from top down. Maybe you're drawing spirit down and in versus going up into. Spirit storehouse, origins, goes into your like original frequency states. Okay? Frequency maintenance. Frequency maintenance is all about setting your energetic boundaries. So what are some points that we can use for that? Again, we're talking the roller and the drops are going to be the most conducive for this. Sanjo 5 and pericardium 6. I want you to take your forearm. Apparently I have my hair elastic on there. You're going to find your inner elbow and your wrist, and you're going to go halfway. Yeah? And now you're going to go halfway between that point and your wrist. Yeah. Right? And then you're just going to go up a little bit. I'd say about an inch. But you'll know. All of a sudden you go up and you're like, where is the... Ooh, there's the energy point. It's pericardium 6. And then on the other side, you got Sanja 5. Right? Patituta sititaya. This is your outer world and your inner world. Kikanota tudotai dai dai chaki. Yeah. So if you put the frequency maintenance on those, you're helping establish your outer world boundaries and your inner world boundaries. They're really one and the same. They're two sides of one coin, or two sides of one forearm. Kikati no tatayata, okay? What about along your collarbone? Kikita, like chest plate, right? Go along your collarbone, or your heart's feeling a little exposed. Let's put it at Ren 17. So Ren 17, I don't think you can see, is right in between your nipples, really. Where they naturally would lie. Center of the chest. Yeah? Then we have your solar plexus. Solar plexus, just below the rib cage, on the center line. Down a little bit. And then the one that was coming in that I had to write down is due to, or your lower back, right? So if you go to your spine and you go to the top of your butt crack, right? So to your tailbone, the very top of your butt crack, and then go up a little bit until it feels energetically the spot for you. And this is also why I'm like, okay, it's approximately here, because not everybody's is exactly 2 inches from here or 4 inches from there. Where is the energy spot that feels aligned for you? So then you're going to go up about 2 inches approximately and be like, oh, see, there's mine. So if you put this there, that's going to impact the frequency of your whole spine. Help you stand taller and really put that protection right into your center core. Oh, now if you did that and here at the same time, that's your full high sitosha. Okay. Last but lovely is the heart field frequency. Heart field frequency, what is that? Expanding and raising our heart to the finer frequency states where we are compassionate, where we see clearly. Compassionate doesn't mean we put up with shit. Just saying. It means we go, oh yeah, I see you and I hear you, and no thanks, I'm good. Right? Heart isn't all love and light. Truth is the heart. And some truth hurts, but it opens. So, innermost heart points on the wrist. So, see, inner wrist on the side of the pinky. From like here to like here, so a couple thumb widths. So these are some really potent heart points. Heart 5 to heart 7, right? They go right in, they help balance out the Shen. The Shen, the spirit of the heart. You could put the frequency maintenance here. You could also put the divine convergence. That's the thing, on any of these points, you could put any one of these, right? And then Ren 17, that point right in the middle of the chest, right between the nipples. What if you need some more raised frequencies within your communication? You're about to go into a difficult conversation with somebody, right? Lovely. Behind the ears. Right? What feels aligned for you? Again, not on mucous membranes, not in your eyes. The roller's not to be put in the mouth. So those are just a couple of ways. Those are just a couple of points in which to utilize. You can utilize these. You can always do more research or just intuitively go, this is where this wants to go. This is that point. What I always find interesting, so let's say you intuitively pick a point and then you go and research and you're like, oh, it's for all of these reasons. Though it's so perfect, but you intuitively connect it into the divine consciousness to receive the data, then do it, and then you're like, go back and look, which then reaffirms your trust in self and your trust in your intuition. Okay, so if you're not following along already and you want to learn more stuff, everything from products being put out to information about conscious living to all the things. If you've already been following my page, you know I share kind of what's alive for me right now as to what I'm going to share. But it all has to do with living consciously and in the space that is the most empowered you. Not layered under expectations, but you. Yeah. So I invite you then, if you'd like to follow along with those things, to follow along below. Click like, share with whoever you think this would align with, subscribe to whatever page you're watching this on, because I post to many different areas. I do have a small selection of the Liquid Stardust collection currently on hand. Not sure if I'm going to be making more of these guys or not. I'll put below what I have currently on hand, and if you would like to obtain one, please let me know. Reach out and let me know. If there's one that you're like, oh, I really want the heart or the frequency maintenance with the Herbal in the roller, and you see that I'm out, send me a message to be put on the wait list or on the yes please list, because as I have people actually asking for those, then I might be inclined to actually make some more. Okay, and if you ever want vibrational elixir training, you want to make these magical little beings on your own, reach out, let me know. I do training, and we do training in a way that we can set it up for a date that works both of us, and then we open it up to the wider public. Yeah? And that can happen virtually or in person. Okay, so much love and stardust to you. Have a most fabulous, amazing day, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye for now.